Casey, how are you? Doing well. No.
All right, say good morning to each other, and we'll get ready for our opening song here in just a moment.
Swing wide the doors, the time is right.
As you are comfortable,
Swing
stand and join
wide
us.
the doors to let in the light.
And you can stand.
Bring
Let's
in
stand.
the
Let's do the
humankind.
swing wide the doors.
This heart of mine. Here we go now. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors, this heart of mine. I'm not holding it in anymore. I'm gonna shout it out loud. I understand now what I'm here for and what this life is about. It's about love, it's about life, it's about comfort and smiles. It's about love, it's about kindness, it's about hearts open wide. It's about love, it's about passion, it's about taking a chance. It's about love, it's about service, it's about lending a hand. Lending a hand. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring on the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors, this heart of mine. There's a voice that I've heard for years. I've learned to keep it inside. Well, now it's coming in loud and clear. I want a deeper light. It's about love, it's about laughter, it's about comfort and smiles. It's about love, it's about kindness, it's about hearts open wide. It's about love, it's about passion, it's about taking a chance. It's about love, it's about service, it's about lending a hand. Lending a hand. Now swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors, let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors, this heart of mine. One more. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. this heart of mine.
Yeah. And have a seat if you are comfortable doing so, or stand the rest of the service. That's all right, too. We're okay with that, as long as you're not taller than me. And that might not be too difficult. So good morning. Good morning. Thank you for being with us. I am Reverend Penny Honey, and it's a joy. Oh, we got some traffic cop stuff going on in the back of the room there. All right. Hey, Keith, we're glad you're here, buddy. Yes, there you go. So I'm Reverend Penny Honey, for those of you who don't know. You will know by the end of the day. We appreciate you sharing your Sunday morning with us. We like to remind you here at Unity of Flagstaff that God, Spirit, George, got a new one, George, whatever you call it, is too big to fit into religion. And we are blessed and we are grateful to have you share this time with us. I told a little story last week. You want to know what this or who this community is? And I talked about this community coming to support Keith and some new light bulbs and making his apartment easier to get around in. So we're making that happen. So I got another story for you. So look to your right. Do you see a new, beautiful, amazing refrigerator? Do you see it? Yeah, wow is the right word. Yeah, do you know how many pots of soup that'll hold? We are blessed. Do you want to know who this community is? This community is, I bought a house and I have this fabulous refrigerator. Would the church like it? Of course, the only answer I know to that question is yes. And then Daniel stepped up with a truck and a trailer. Hey. And Suzanne Frost, who donated the refrigerator, was there to support us. So Daniel and Suzanne and I started to move that refrigerator. And it didn't fit through the door, so you know where this goes, right? And here we go. And there is a God, and she is benevolent, and we have a refrigerator. Round of applause. That's who we are. Yeah, that's who Unity of Flagstaff is. And there just isn't much more that needs to be said. But of course, I will continue. And so, we are built on prayer. Unity is built on prayer. There are a lot of ways you can get prayer support in this room today, through the week, 24/7. A lot of ways. Doesn't change necessarily the situation you may be confronting in any given moment. But it changes you. And it changes how you can see that situation. And you can reach in and find the divine resolution that is there within you. So these are the ways you do it. Ask a prayer partner. How many of those do we have in the room today that are willing to pray with you today? Look around. Okay? Call 1-800. Call 1-800, now pray. Put it on speed dial so I don't have to keep saying that. And you can also leave us a prayer request in the prayer box over here. Contact us here at the center. Call me, send up a smoke signal, whatever. We're here to pray with you. We are here to pray with you. In fact, we're going to do that now. Take a breath. Feel yourself in the room. Notice, as you rest into this space, we say thank you, Spirit. As we open our minds, as we soften our hearts, we say thank you, Spirit. As we allow the expression of the divine to move through us. Be it the message, the music, the community, the food, the jokes, no matter how bad they may be. We say thank you, Spirit. for this. We are grateful. Thanks, Matt. That was nice. So, real quick, what's happening? All right, today after celebration, we're having some lunch. We're having a nice, yummy lunch. We got good stuff over there. And then we're going to play Stump the Minister. No, come on. Stump the Minister. I hear you guys. I hear you starting to plot. You were just like, okay, I got to think of something to stump her with. And you'll win something. We don't know what that is yet. But we have a lot of fun in that Stump the Minister circle. If you have questions about New Thought and unity and how it relates to the world and what it might mean in your life, how it might support you, how it might make you irritated, I don't know. That's okay too. But let's answer those questions and let's have fun doing it. Because, the only requirement to be here is to have fun. So plan on staying with us. And again, gratitude for the new fridge. Woohoo! And tomorrow's Flagstaff Family Food Center, speaking of refrigerators, we are going to be feeding people down at the Flagstaff Family Food Center between 3:15 and 5:30. If you haven't done that yet, check it out. Do it. You can't get lost. You can't get it wrong. We're all there to support you. I was going to be real clever and wear one of the Unity aprons, but I forgot to put it on because we even have our own aprons. Are we cool or what? So come join us. Come join us. 3,600 meals this community served in the year of 2023 at Flagstaff Family Food Center. Round of applause. You want to know who we are. And so the next Sunday, we're going to have some more food, but this time lunch is being served. Isn't that fancy? We're going to serve you lunch. And we're going to do that around our membership information gathering. So thank you for looking at that. If you're not a member here, it's never required unless you want to serve on the board. It is just a statement of the fact that I'm on a spiritual journey and I've got a tribe going with me. That's what membership says. I know the community. I know who my peeps are and who can support me. That's what membership's about, and it doesn't cost a thing, and you get a free meal, and again, we always have fun. So thank you for considering that. If you can't make it next Sunday, let me know, and we'll do a little one-on-one information. Boy, that'd be fun, huh? And today is Celebration Sunday. Take a deep breath. What are you celebrating? Birthdays, anniversaries. How about a new fridge? How about a surprise cleaning of the floor? Daniel came in to do the floor, and somebody had done the floor ahead of him, and we don't know who. I say yay. And it wasn't me. We have great volunteers. We have a great community. What are you grateful for today? And we will get into that celebration once we get our PA up here. And I want to, at this time, say a couple of gratitudes besides a refrigerator, besides being allowed to be the light that I am, at least once a week, every Sunday. And I also want to recognize Betsy Williams. Betsy. Oh, there she's in her seat. Of course she's over there. Betsy Williams is one of our newest board members, and today she's serving as a board member of the day. She has the answers to everything. She didn't know that came with the job. So check it out. Talk to Betsy about that. And again, I want to recognize our prayer team: Helen, Hudgens, Farrell, Shar, Snipes, Sandy, Pizer, Suzanne Frost, Marcia Wiesner. Thank you. We're grateful. We're grateful. And the volunteer of the month, Dixie Kuntz. You guys see that new shopping list little system we got out there? That's all Dixie. Yeah, and guess what? Almost everything on that wish or that shopping list has been fulfilled. Round of applause for who we are. Not to mention, I came in and I opened the drawer where the towels are usually stuffed, and they were folded, they were in order, and I gasped for air. And the sink, did you know our sink was white? Been here 4 years, it was news to me. Dixie Kuntz, thank you. Thank you. Round of applause. Calendar sponsor, I want to say thank you to Tom Solar. That's Tom Lammy. That's Selena's husband. He is our calendar sponsor this month, and we thank him for that. If you're interested in that, you can always check it out, ask me about that, or a board member will direct you accordingly. You can sponsor a month in the calendar. It's one of our biggest fundraisers, so thank you for considering that. And this quarter, we are celebrating Girls on the Run. Yay! Exactly. This is our Helping Hands project, and what that means in this community is 50% of our 10% tie stays local, and it will support Girls on the Run. And we are celebrating Women's History Month. Anybody know any amazing women in your life? Raise your hand. There you go. Yeah, we are blessed, are we not? We are blessed. And the big moment. I'm going to introduce to you Mr. Bruce Higgins. This guy is always reaching for a new peak. Get it? See the picture? Round of applause. Thank you, Bruce, for being here today. Bruce and I had some fun with this week's message, and he'll get into that in a minute.
Yeah, you'll all have to bear with me on that. But first, let's begin with gratitudes and prayer requests, which is a recommended practice in life, to start with those. So now's the time to share what's happening with you. We are honored to share your prayer requests and gratitudes. We collectively affirm with you and those that you pray and celebrate with that the presence of good is in all things and that it is the one power. We know that with you, God, the universe, higher power, whatever you call it, the Spirit knows the details. Does anyone have a gratitude or prayer request that they would like to share with the community? We will outweigh you. Outweigh you too.
Yeah, we can be here all day.
Well, I just wanted a gratitude for my sister who drove over here from New Mexico, and she's right here next to me.
Hey, Nancy.
Her name is Nancy.
We're grateful to have you with us, Nancy.
You stole my gratitude because I was going to be grateful to be here.
That's all right. 2 for 1. We're glad you're here. Thank you. All right. Keith, we're glad you're here. Thank you.
I turned 75 on the 6th,
Woohoo!
and it was a very nice birthday. And I'm almost done with my antibiotics, so hopefully I'll be feeling better soon.
Excellent. So we are affirming with you, Judith, that you are whole and perfect, that your body aligns with this highest expression of health. And we celebrate. Your being here has made a difference on the planet. It has. So thank you for making the choice to be with us. Yes.
I'd like to have I'd like to have a prayer for our friend Gary. He's up in years, and he fell the other day, and now he's in bed. He can't get out of bed, and the hospice is there to take help with everything. And but he's a type of if I may say this, he's a hard-headed Romanian, and he likes to get up and walk around and with his walker, and he can't do that now, and he's getting cranky. So, but say we need a prayer for him.
Mike, do you know any hard-headed, cranky people, Romanians? That's not true. Half Romanian. Remind me his first name again.
Gary.
So I heard the and we feel that, don't we? We feel that, right? That's called compassion. Embrace that for a moment. Yeah, we all have that capacity. And Mike, we are seeing him surrounded in light. We are seeing easy, acceptance in the knowing that divine order is at work right now. We see him at peace and resting in the perfect expression of who he is today. And all the hands and all the hearts that care for him, guided, knowing, loving. And we see you and Laura at peace with this also. We see you supported and being grateful for connections such as these in our lives. And we give thanks.
Hi, my name is Chris, and this month I celebrated 24 years of sobriety. Yes. Now it's like, it's amazing what the program does for people like me. Thanks.
And Chris, we see you as whole and perfect and grateful. We also appreciate the model and your diligence and your willingness to keep surrendering into your next greatest expression. Thank you for reminding us that it's possible. Thank you.
I know. Cool.
We'll jump around after service. Anyone else? Oh, Miss Marilyn.
Yeah, this week my grandson was out from the East Coast and with my daughter, and I grew up in families where holidays, families fought, and my grandson and daughter asked me if I'd like to live on a compound with all of them so that we could all live together, and that they wanted to be around me, and that's something to celebrate.
As long as it's in the 86002 zip code, right? Oh, Marilyn, we celebrate that with you. Yeah. There can be a lot of mileage, can't there, in family dynamics? It can be a lot of layers, a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of hurt, and a lot of healing. So to you, I also say thank you for modeling that. It's possible in the world, isn't it? And peace starts right there. Doesn't it feel good in the room? Deep breath. Take this in. We are grateful and we are supported. All right.
Musical microphones.
We are grateful for the power of prayer and the good news spoken and unspoken here today. Again, we affirm that each condition, person, and situation is an expression of the divine. We claim love, wisdom, healing, and wholeness. And so it is, and so we let it be. And today's principle is number 1. Let's say this together. God is all there is and present everywhere. This is the force of love and wisdom that underlies all of existence. In the short version, God is everywhere. Okay, get ready for this. Today, Penny is going to be inviting us to expand inward. And boy, I was drawing a blank on this, and finally something came to me on when I wasn't running yesterday. Anyway, so here it is. I'm pretty sure she won't be talking about the many worlds theory of quantum mechanics about this inward expansion, but there are some similarities. This theory posits that the entire universe is made up of just one wave that is described by the Schrodinger equation. Bring that up, Penny. That was your cue. Yeah, so you got to see this. I'm not going to discuss this with you. It's a partial differential equation, and I've had calculus a long, long time ago, so I won't do it. But there you see it. But that, in this theory, the entire universe is described by that one equation. But in both cases, either the moving inward, expanding inward, or this quantum mechanical theory, the implications are mind-bending. Penni claims that expanding inward is a trip, and I'm sure that trip stands for some phrase, as you know, Penni. So stay tuned. Meanwhile, the many worlds theory is quite the trip in itself, and studying it has left me as dazed and as any deep inward trip by a meditation. So, in both cases, be it taking a fork in the road of your inner journey, or measuring the spin state of some subatomic particle that, in the measuring, has become entangled with the measurement device, and therefore you, the observer, as well. Reality splits into both roads taken on into infinity, never to be reconnected. So the choices you make, you may not be aware what the other one taken, but that happened to somebody somewhere, whether it was you in this world, but it did happen. But be careful that road you take, but do take it. Penni also writes, our infinite nature is generously demonstrated by the vastness of the universe. This is true in either case, too. And if you aren't confused yet, you probably haven't been listening. Anyway, should you embark on this inward journey? Sorry. My advice thus far on my journey, my meditation, which began about a year and a half ago, is maybe to wade first rather than dive in, as Daniel Nahmod says. I'm maybe not too sure about that. And start gently and make sure to be loving, understanding, kind, and forgiving of yourself. You are bound to encounter surprises and regrets. They are all okay. And if you really want to know more about the many worlds theory of quantum mechanics, there's a great course online taught by a physicist named Sean Carroll, and he can explain that, but he won't really get into the math too far, so you wouldn't die from that. And if you want to know the 20-minute version of the inward journey, it's coming up right after meditation.
Cute. There's more to it than that, but we'll stop there because it's infinite and it's ever expanding. Can someone get the lights for me, please? All right, so I want you to just breathe in for a moment. This is a picture of the Earth from a satellite by NASA. I'm not sure why I'm not getting that to click. Well, that was not right. Let's do this again. There we go. Hayden's going to line that up for us. Today is about expanding inward. But it's not as though we are not paying attention to the outward. So if we need to just do music behind, Matt can do that, Hayden. Okay? So let's go ahead and put it back on the earth. Ah, ha, ha. Put it back on the earth. Get it? All right. If we can do that. Why don't you just hit slideshow and I'll move it. Here we go. You can't? You can't? Okay. All right. So, Matt, if you'll do a little music, and you guys are just going to hold a little energy with me right now, that I am technically secure, that I won't say anything inappropriate as I go to work on the computer. Right?
If you know the chorus of this, just join in. We'll do a chorus while Penni works. We'll light this world from the inside out. We'll leave the fear and darkness behind. And it's just a subtle glow that grows one soul at a time. If we keep the faith, we'll light this world from the inside out. If we keep the faith, we'll light this world from the inside out.
Ever have technical difficulties in your life? Here we are. If we show up perfectly, we don't ever want to send the impression that that's how you have to show up. So we do our best to not do that right now. Here we go. So are we stuck again? Okay. All right, so just take it out. Just take it all the way down, Hayden. We're going to just rest. All right. Right now we're present to all that energy in the room. We feel that, right? Got it? So breathe. Breathe with me. Breathe with me. There is only one power. There is only one presence. And we are connected and are the expression of that. In these moments when things feel chaotic, feel disconnected, we have those moments in life. So breathe deeply into that place that reminds you you are connected. Breathe deeply into that space that touches that knowing. Breathe deeply. So we see the light of the universe all around us. And we breathe deeply as we pull that light through the crown of our heads, into our bodies, back into our feet and into the earth. Breathe. Breathe light with me. And again. Spirit present within us. We affirm through a series of I am statements our connection to oneness. I am one with all. I am one with all. I am the light of God expression. I am the light of God expression. I am open and receptive to my own potential. I am open and receptive to my own potential. I am infinite by nature. I am infinite by nature. I am healing. And I take this knowing into the silence. And we breathe. We feel the life force moving through our bodies. We recognize the perfect expression we align with and accept perfect outcome in all things. We know our light and therefore know it in each other. We heal through collective consciousness. We know the power of spirit within. We are whole. And we rest now in this knowing as we come back into the room. We say, thank you, Spirit. And so it is. And so we let it be. Lights.
This is not how my story ends. I am not done yet. I've got some more to give, leaving no regrets. When I was a boy, they said work hard and wait your turn in line. But time after time, well, I do mine and then get left behind. And I know they say we all get our chances, but I'm tired of waiting here on these fences. And I'm gonna live right out loud. I'm gonna push my way right through the crowd. And this is not how my story ends. I am not done yet. Well, I've got some more to give, leaving no regrets. And I'm gonna leave the sun and the moon, the stars up in the sky. But just one time, if you don't mind taking what is mine. And I know they say there's only one way out, but when I go, I'm gonna leave no doubts. I'm gonna sing right out loud. I'm gonna push my way right through the crowd. And this is not how my story ends. Well, I've got some more to give. I've been humble, I've been high, I've been waiting my whole life, and I'm tired of wasting all my precious time. And I've been stupid, I've been fine, I've missed out so many times, and I'm thinking now's the time for me to shine. This is not how my story ends. I am not done yet. I've got some more to give, leaving no regrets. This is not how our story ends, people. We are not done yet. 'Cause we've got some more to give. We're leaving no regrets. No, this is not how our story ends. We are not done yet. 'Cause we've got some more to give. We're leaving no regrets.
Matt Devlin. Yeah. Yeah. Aren't we glad to have Matt back? And I'm not done yet. Right? We got something more to give. How is that possible some days? Anybody? Does it ever feel like that some days? Not one more thing to give. And then somebody calls you and says, I've got a refrigerator. We're not done yet. We've got bigger stories to write. We've got bigger ways to be in the world. But she's talking about expanding inward. Why is she talking about that? Expanding inward. What a trip. Yeah, I didn't have an acronym till Bruce inspired me. I took it as a challenge. Actually, acronyms don't come to me that way. Normally, they just drop in. And then I write them on a Starbucks cup sleeve, and they're stuck in my car for a while, and then I find them again. And I go, oh, well, that's kind of cool. Receipts, backs of bags. I even have one written on the bottom of a shoe, because I had an extra, I had a shoe in my car, and I thought of one, and I had to write it down. So trip. What a trip, this inward expansion, this inward expression. To really interpret perspective, that's a trip. To really interpret perspective. We talk a lot about expressing, don't we? I talk a lot about expressing. I don't know if you guys do, but I do. About expressing, letting your light shine, being out there in the world, doing your thing. Right? Being your best God self. We talk a lot about that expressing thing. And my desire, of course, is to express in such a way that I affirm my very presence as being that, as divinely guided. Now, that's not because of the profession I'm in. That's because the person I want to be. I see the infinite possibilities every time I look around this room. I know it can't be done yet. I'm not that wise. I'm not that smart. I'm not that quick. I have an infinite possibility in front of me every time I see the divinity in you. You remind me. You remind the world. No pressure. No pressure of what we're bringing in around that. The universe is always giving us clues that it's expanding, actually physically expanding. Neil deGrasse Tyson says this, and I love this word, encapsulates the grandeur and mystery of the cosmos. That's what this quote does. Ready? Our entire universe emerged from a point smaller than a single atom. Space itself exploded into a cosmic fire, launching the expansion of the universe and giving birth to all the energy and all the matter that we know today. And for those who need to hear it, it's recorded it happened in 7 days. And that's okay. I'm with you. Whatever that needs to look like. The point is this: birth to all the energy and all the matter that we know today. How beautifully that captures this awe-inspiring journey that we're on. It's not just sound bites. It's not just reporting. It's not just the appearance of the things that we see in the world. We have expanded far beyond those expressions. And to remember that, to expand inward when we start to feel and experience that finite, that limited, that too small for who we are and who we're called to be. When we start feeling that and experiencing that, I invite you into remembering. Our entire universe. And you are one with that. How's that feel? I mean, I kind of think about that for a minute. I know you hear me say that a lot, but now I want you to think about that for just a moment. You are one in the grand expression of the universe. You are one in it, and you are one with it. Whoa. I'm just saying, whoa. Don't you find that amazing? When I can't make a computer work and I start running that story about what I'm supposed to know and how this is supposed to go and what it's supposed to look like, I am doing nothing but limiting the expression that is available, the potential that resides within me. Every time I shut it down when I start to question, I don't know how to do this. What if I can't fix this? What if I don't have the answer? I said that you're one in the allness. It doesn't mean you have to be the allness, Penni. To expand your mind is to go inward, to your soul center, to connect with your higher consciousness of self, where you are limitless. Okay, when was the last time you felt limitless? Come on now, tell me. Really? All right, what? Couple hours ago? Couple weeks ago? Couple years ago? Couple decades ago? Wow. Look at that refrigerator. 4 people with good ideas and a little bit of muscle. Moved that out of a door it wouldn't go through and moved it right into this space. And we have it here because we were not going to be deterred from a beautiful free refrigerator like that. We were determined to be aligned with the good that the universe has for us, and we got it. It's in the kitchen. Where in your life? Where in your life can you do that? Can you see that? Can you be that? The universe says, every time you shut it down, every time you limit it, expand inward and find that place of higher consciousness. All right, if that word doesn't work, awareness. Okay, if that word doesn't work, find yourself, is what we used to say in the 70s. I'm going to go find myself. Little did I know I was right here. Right here, being the greatest expression I could of spirit at that time. Some days that was questionable. So the whole of God's substance is at every point in space at the same time, says Eric Butterworth. You've heard me say it before. The whole of God's substance is at every point in space at the same time. Wait, did you see it? Did you see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? Look around. The whole of God's substance is right here. And it's also in that refrigerator. The whole of God's substance. Expanding inwardly is a profound journey of self-awareness, personal growth, and inner transformation. It's just worth doing. You get out there too far and it gets kind of ugly. I'm just saying. And even in the expanding universe, and it's expanding, they have this really cool measurement thing. It's called the red light flash. And anything that's moving away from you shows up in their telescopes as red. And anything that's moving towards you is blue. It's just science. You can put that in your little science hat. The point is this, that we are ever expanding. The universe physically is expanding. It is modeling for us what is possible in our lives. Do you see that? It's showing us. Look, 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 and keep looking. And that same depth, that same infinite depth is within you. How could it not be if you are one in the all of it? Now, there are tools, there are ways, there are things that we teach that will help you to remember to expand inwardly. And it may seem a little selfish, may seem a little selfish. Penni, all the people on the planet, all that's happening, how dare you talk about going inside and worrying about yourself and being in there when there's all this that's happening on the planet. And there's some things happening on the planet. And I want you to remember when there was a time that there wasn't. Please tell me, when on this planet were things not happening? Folks, we're not new at this. Expanding inwards so that we can have deeper understandings of how we see the world and looking at these situations. And I am not dismissing the importance and the painful presence of some of these situations. I am not dismissing that. What I'm inviting you into realizing is we've seen some of this before. We have been in these places before. All right, so apparently we needed to do it again. And here we are. But denying the ability to expand inward, to find your deepest potential of your divine expression, you think that won't make a difference in the world? Do you think? Oh, no, not me. Not little old me. I'm just glad that all those people that did amazing things on the planet didn't say that. Not me. I wouldn't have the answer to that. Stephen Hawking says, not me. I've got this debilitating disease. I don't think I'll think one more smart thought. Aren't we glad that they didn't do that? And it's just as important for each of us. We are one in the all of everything. We're not done yet. We're just not done yet. The whole of God's substance is at every point in space at the same time. Tools that we recommend in New Thought and across all kinds of self-help and all kinds of teachers and gurus. And I think Mary Poppins probably even has a quote about it. But the tools are self-awareness. Know thyself and be willing to see yourself in the divine light that you are and expand inward toward that potential of what you have to bring to the planet. It's your job. As spiritual beings, it's our job. Don't mess it up, Penny. That's a mantra I have. When I forget that I am one of the all and think that I am all of the one. Taking all that responsibility on and then acting like it's mine to do. I am infinite in expression as I connect with the infinite expression in each and every one on the planet. Self-awareness. Let's begin there. And you want to support that? Let's use meditation and prayer or conversation with God. Or, I don't know, what do agnostics call prayer? A last-ditch effort? Good vibes. I like it. Let's start there. Self-awareness and being mindful and reflecting on what is important to you. This is the journey inward. To find what it is that is yours as that spiritual being at the depth of and the height of your potential. And these are really great ways, and I highly recommend them. So I'm going to show you a little video, 14-second video. This was taken in mountain air this weekend. And I had this thought. Really? I get to be one. Whoops, what'd we do there? I get to be one with all of this. I get to be one with all of this. So can we get back to the sky? Okay. So, close your eyes. Seriously, close your eyes if you're comfortable doing so. Here we go. All right. It is a beautiful day in northern Arizona. The sky is a color of blue that you have no point of reference to. It is so blue. And you see the light moving through the trees. And the clouds freely moving across the sky. And you breathe into those clouds and you feel your connection. All right. You can come back now. So let's do it for real. Take a look at the screen. remembering to connect with nature is one of the things, one of the tools that are highly recommended on your inward journey as you expand inwardly. And I have another way, because I'm going to go to the next slide now. Can I do that? There we go. I want to introduce you to Dean. Meet Dean. On my little adventure this weekend, I had the blessing to get to dog sit with Dean. And we went out. And I was thinking about this expansion thing, and I was thinking about, inwardly expanding and all these things. And there was Dean. There's Dean. There's Dean. And Dean runs over to this stick. See the stick? And I said, that's it. That is it. That is inward expansion. Dean sees no limit. No stick too big is Dean's theme. And I think it's one we should adopt for life. No stick too big. No stick too big. And he would run, and he would play, and he would trip, and he would drop the stick, and he'd go back. No stick too big. What if we lived life from there? What if we expanded inwardly like that? No stick too big. No stick too big. Spirit is infinite in us, looking to express. And I really think it has an aversion toward that joyful, unlimited expression. I like to say that because I like to think that, right? But I watch Dean and I think, just be Dean. Just be Dean. No stick too big in life. You are infinite in potential. That inward journey affirms that for you. It helps us to see beyond the physical limitations that we hear and are brought to us over and over and over. No stick too big is what I say. Every time I turn on the news, that's what I'm going to say. No stick too big. I can think a bigger thought than this. I can think higher than this. I can know more than this. And so can you. No stick too big. Be Dean. Be Dean. What a gift, huh? Expanding inward, it is a trip. The journey inward is as vast as the cosmos, I am told. A quest for self-discovery, for wisdom, for interconnectedness. Could it be that our greatest service to the world is to know our greatest expression within? Could it be? Swing wide the doors. The time is right. We're not done yet. And as Matt is going to share with you, there's no limits on this life. We lead. Just as long as we believe the sky's wide open. And so are we. Me, I'm breaking free. No stick too big. Namaste.
Once there was a boy named Jack. Climbed so high and never looked back, and the elders in town standing all around screaming, boy, come back down. 'Cause what do you know about gravity? What do you know about society? He laughs out loud and looking all around singing, there's no limits I see. There's no limits on the life we lead, just as long as we believe the sky's wide open and so are we. Once there was a girl named Gail. She caught a gust of wind in her sails. She flew so high, no matter what they tried, they just couldn't bring her back in. Her whole damn life she's been told, keep your head down, stay low. Now she's high, stars in her eyes, singing there's no limits on me. There's no limits on the life we lead, just as long as we believe. The sky's wide open and so are we. There's no limits on the life we lead, just as long as we believe. The sky's wide open and so are we. Me, I'm breaking free. It's not about what I want to do, it's about who I want to be. It's not about what I want to do, it's about who I want to be. It's not about what I want to do, it's about you and me. It's about you and me. And there's no limits on the life we lead, just as long as we believe. The sky's wide open and so are we. Me, I'm breaking free. There's no limits on the life we lead, just as long as we believe. The sky's wide open and so are we. We are breaking free. We are breaking free.
How about that? Yeah. Oh, I love that part about Gail, right? That reminds me of Myrtle Fillmore, who was told all her life, you're weak, you're sick, you're frail. She said, I got a new story. I am a divine child of God, and therefore I do not inherit illness, and she healed. That's our potential, my friends. That's who we are. And out there in YouTube land, thanks for being with us. Wave at the camera. There we go. We appreciate you. You know how to get a hold of us there at www.unityofflagstaff.org. And thank you for your ongoing support. And thank all of you for your ongoing support. Have you seen that cool shopping list out there filled up? Round of applause, Miss Dixie. There we go. See what intention can do. Bring those baskets down here, and let's get those babies blessed. Thank you, Matt. Yeah? Okay. Dave's letting me know that he is Dave Savage. No, actually what he's telling me is that, so we're coming up on, out in the foyer, you will see the opportunity. You will see the opportunity to sign up for name tags. We're going to have name tag Sunday. We'd like to get those ordered this week. If you don't have a name tag, put your name on a list out there or see Dave Savage. All right? See there how that worked out? We're going to celebrate who we are. We're going to learn about each other. Thanks, Dave, for the reminder. And together we are blessing these baskets. We are grateful for our abundance. In the giving, we are blessed. Thank you. All right, my friends, go on out there. I'm going to mumble around a little bit more. Remember, Stump the Minister potluck after service today. And when we're complete, what we're going to do is we're going to push the chairs to the outside of the room. We're going to set the tables up there. We're going to push the chairs back in. It's really easy. Thank you for your help in that. And again, March 17th, that's next Sunday. If you're interested in membership, and I would really like to have you ask me lots of questions about that, let's do that next Sunday. After celebration, lunch will be served. That'll be fun, huh? And for those of you who are members, you're welcome to stay also, because I'd love to have you there to support around our folks that are looking at and considering membership here in our community. Membership's never required except to serve on the board, like I said before. It is a way to say, I've got a tribe. All right, how are we doing with those baskets? And then, Matt, we're going to go into the refrain of our song. Bring those on down here. All right, here we go. Together, we're going to go ahead and stand. Together, we're going to bless these incoming baskets now. Thank you for these gifts. Thank you for this generosity. We are abundant, and so it is. Let's do it again. Thank you for these gifts. Thank you for this generosity. We are abundant, and so it is. And so it is. Let's do a little swinging wide with the doors. Here we go.
Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors this heart of mine. Swing wide the doors this heart of mine.
And together we affirm the light of God surrounds us. We are the light. The love of God enfolds us. We are the love. The power of God protects us. We are the power. The presence of God watches over us. We are the presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Thank you for pushing the chairs to the sides. We appreciate that. Thank you to everyone that made this Sunday celebration possible. Create a great week.
Potluck Sunday, stay around.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we got some good